Hey there guys, it's Hobo525 here, back with another video. And today, I'm going to be making a little tier list about my most anticipated Infinity Saga Marvel Legends action figures. So, when these figures are revealed, I was pretty hyped for them. Well, some of them, definitely not all of them. But yeah, I definitely have a lot of thoughts about them. And why not make a tier list video to really share my thoughts? I did make this, by the way. This is my template, so if you want to go use it, feel free to do so. It's publicly up there now. I'll put a link in the description, but yeah, it'd be nice to, see your guys' thoughts on this, or I guess which figures you're hyped for, which figures you're not. And yeah, as you can see, I have all the rankings here. We have absolutely need, I want, meh, I'll pass, and awful. So yeah, absolutely need. I mean, I think that's really the only ranking I need to explain. These are figures that I'm definitely getting. It's like 99.99, sorry, 99.9% likely I'm gonna be getting these guys. Like these are just figures that I just need in my collection. But enough of that. Let's get started. So we have all 10 of the Infinity Saga figures that were revealed. And yeah, let's get started. So right here we do have the Iron Man and Thanos 2-pack. I have a lot of thoughts about this one, so let's save that one for later. All right. How about let's start off with Odin. So I'm gonna put him in all pass. Because I don't need this guy. Like I could really care less about him. He's not an awful figure. He looks really cool, actually, pretty badass. If you want an Odin, from the looks of it, he looks like he'll be the figure from you or for you. But I just don't need him on my collection. He serves no purpose, because he was mostly in the first Thor movie and then Thor, The Dark World, and I never really cared for those movies, so I just don't need him. I don't care about Odin. And then we have Quicksilver over here. I think I'm gonna put him in meh. And I guess the meh ranking, I should explain that too. It's like, I don't know. If I see this guy in the store for like, I don't know, on the clearance, which will probably be in like over a year or something when this figure is already out. I don't know. I might just freaking buy him if I'm just bored or I just want, a nice little shelf warmer. But yeah, and the reason is because he really wasn't in Age of Ultron that much. He was just kind of there and then he died. If this was like X-Men, Fox Quicksilver, that would be a different story. But I just don't really care about this Quicksilver that much. He never really impacted me in the films, so I just don't really need him in my collection. Like it'd be cool to have him with Wanda and all that, but other than that, I just don't really need him. All right, next up is the Pepper and the Captain Marvel 2-pack, and I think I'm gonna put this in I want for now. And I know we already got like another rescue armor Pepper back in like I believe it was the Professor Hulk wave or whatever. I never really I didn't get too many figures from that wave, so these two figures are entirely new to me. The Captain Marvel looks pretty cool. I do like the design a lot. I may not like her character, but I'm not gonna deny that her designs in the MCU are so badass. So yeah, if I saw this pack, maybe I would get it. Maybe I would. If I was like, if I just like really wanted to, um, I guess make my endgame collection bigger, I'd probably get these two because they come with a lot of cool stuff. We got the Nano Gauntlet, we got Pepper, we got Captain Marvel, two figures that I do not have. Well, I have a Captain Marvel, but it's not an endgame Captain Marvel. So really, why not put him here? All right, next up is Surtur. I'm gonna put him in meh. He looks really cool. Um, Actually, no. I think I'm gonna put him in I want because he was pretty badass at Thor Ragnarok, and yeah, I think this one's like 13 inches. Correct me in the comments if I'm wrong, but I'm pretty sure it's 13 inches, which obviously is not the scale, but I don't know. I'll just pretend he's like the smaller one, like like at the beginning of Ragnarok. That may be what he is. Is version the bigger one? I don't know. I can't tell the difference right now, but yeah, honestly, I guess his size doesn't bother me that much, and he looks really cool. So yeah, and I've been wanting him for a while. All right, next up we have the Iron Man 3 one. Oh my god, they miss. Such a huge opportunity wasted. I'm putting in all pass. I just do not need this. We got this armor right here, which is just the name of the mark escapes me, by the way. I know it says it on the box, but it's like really tiny right now. So, but yeah, the specific number of this armor does escape me. But it's just like an all gold armor. That's kind of boring. Like they should have put Silver Centurion or Igor in this two pack. How cool would it be to get a freaking Igor from Iron Man 3? There was just so many armors. They could have used Gamma. They could have used Striker, Southpaw, all those types of armors would have been so cool. But no, Shotgun, that's another armor. I'll stop naming armors, but I mean, I could probably name like 10 more that'd be better. Like this is just so bland to me. You know, like it is nice that we're finally getting a Happy Hogan. I do like that. That's great. But the reason I would get this two pack would be because of the good armor, and this armor just really isn't that cool looking. Like it'd just be like a shelf warmer for my Iron Man, and I take my Iron Man figures pretty seriously. I love collecting all the armors and whatnot, and the fact that it's just not that good of a suit kind of annoys me, especially because I don't know. I feel like Hasbro has had so many opportunities to do an Igor. Maybe not that many, but I don't know. Hopefully we'll get one day. I really want an Igor so badly. Please let that happen. Or a Silver Centurion, something like that. Anyways, that's my little rant. I was just kind of disappointed when I saw this. Like, this is probably the most disappointing thing or figure or pack or whatever on the list. So yeah. All right, next up we got Ironmonger and Obadiah Stane. I'm gonna put him in all pass. No, I'm gonna put him in meh. I don't know. It's between all pass and meh. Now hear me out. I already have an Ironmonger from, I believe it's the 2008 one. Yeah, obviously it is because that's when Iron Man came out, and I believe that's when the figure came out. But yeah, I have that one. So if I already have an Ironmonger, I don't really need this one. And this one's obviously better, but really the only difference is the paint job. I looked at the mold, like the articulation and all that. It's like the exact same as the 2008 one, like the exact same. So I don't need to get a repainted version. If it was like chocked full of new articulation and whatnot, yeah, okay, I'd probably get them maybe. But no, I'm not gonna pay for this two pack when I basically already have that Ironmonger, who just has a little, like a worse paint job. It is cool that we're getting the Stane though. I don't know. Maybe if I get more into Iron Man, because I'm kind of in in a Captain America mood right now. So, but yeah, I don't know. I'm not really dying to have a Stane figure either, but it is cool, Like, if I didn't have the old Ironmonger from 2008, I probably wouldn't get this. I mean, I probably would get this, but I just do not need it right now. And speaking of Iron Man, we got Mark III right here. I'm gonna put him in meh. Kind of the same reason with the Ironmonger 2-pack. I already have a Marvel Legends Mark III arm, but the one from 2008. And if you guys know what that looks like, yeah, obviously it is way worse than this new one. I mean, it's really small. Oh my god, you should, if you guys have that, or I don't know, I may have done a comparison video, or I'm sure some other action figure YouTuber has done a comparison video. The Mark III that was released in 2008 is so small compared to the newer ones, and that may be because I guess they wanted him to scale off Ironmonger more, but yeah, like this one's an improvement in every single way: paint job, height, articulation. But I still have a Mark III though. Like I don't want to buy repeats. I know technically it's not like a repeat because it didn't basically like an entirely different figure, even though it's the same suit. But I just don't need him in my collection right now. Like there were a lot of Iron Man armors in terms of Marvel Legends that I'm trying to get, like Mark VI, Mark V. I've been hesitant with Mark V though because I feel like Hasbro's gonna release something of Mark V soon. They need to release a Mark V and Whiplash 2-pack. That is an absolute must-have. Hasbro, please get on that. Anyways, all right, we got these three here. Let's see what I have the most detailed thoughts about, I guess. All right, let's start off with Fat Thor. This is a hard. He's gonna be in a high I want. Oh, this is a tough one. He's either high I want or low I absolutely need. I'm gonna put him in high I want right now. And yeah, this guy's a total badass. I'm so glad we finally got him. It kind of sucks that it took like 2 years to actually get this guy, but better late than never, I guess, because he is freaking amazing and Hasbro absolutely killed it with the design of him. You know, and yeah, there's a very high chance I'd get this guy because I really, really like this costume. And I'm trying to get like the best versions of, the big three from Endgame and Infinity War that I can. Because I have the Build-A-Figure one, but he's just like in his pajamas. So getting like the one in costume would be so much better if I wanted to pose him and stuff like that. Like do like comparisons of like their Infinity War looks and Endgame's looks. Like how cool would this guy be next to Infinity War Thor? It's like the exact same costume. So yeah, that's why I'm likely gonna get this guy. All right. Next up, we got this 2-pack. I'm putting him in meh, low meh. And don't get me wrong, this 2-pack is freaking badass. But the problem is Thanos. He looks exactly the same as the Build-A-Figure from like, the Endgame movie. And that's fine, but that Endgame Thanos, the Build-A-Figure, I'm gonna be honest, it sucked. It did. The articulation was some of the worst I've seen, like, ever. Maybe not ever, but it was pretty bad. He didn't have a hip swivel. He didn't have a freaking ankle pivot. It was madness. Posing him was absolute hell. So I don't know, since this figure isn't out yet, I haven't seen any reviews. I don't know if this Thanos has hip swivel or not. Like, he could not. If he does, I don't know. Maybe I'll put him in I want. But if he doesn't, that's not good. That is not good. Hopefully Hasbro fixed that because it looks like the exact same mold. Like maybe it is, but they added hip swivel, so I don't know. But this U-Pack does look pretty freaking cool. We got like a dusted Thanos head, a lot of Thanos heads right here. I can't make them out too much because I'm looking at the tiny one on this tier list. But yeah, we get a nice helmet Thanos head. I think one of the heads he's smiling, so that's cool. Iron Man looks freaking awesome. Best Iron Man we've gotten for a while. Like he looks so much cooler than the one we got from one of the Endgame waves. I forget which one. I think it was the that Thor one. But yeah, he looks freaking awesome. The heads are not really a concern because that's how they look. Like with like these new type of like head molds, I guess you can see Tony Stark's neck, and that's how it is when he takes off his helmet. So that's pretty freaking cool. It's nice we're getting a new Tony Stark head after all these years. But you can't fit him on any other Iron Man figures, unfortunately, so that kind of sucks. But I don't know. I guess I really wouldn't be putting this guy on any other Iron Man figures unless it was like a Mark 50 or something. But yeah, it's pretty freaking cool. And we do get a little Nano Gatling hand in there. And we got a lot of cool accessories for him. Like the little transparent shield right there that he used to protect Hawkeye. Really cool. Really cool indeed. Alright. Last but obviously not least, Infinity War Cap. I am so freaking excited for this guy. It's like not even funny. Like he's definitely in like my top 3 or 4 most wanted figures of the entire year. I am so glad Hasbro released this guy, or it was like re-releasing him because compared to the one in 2018, he is so much more accurate. The shields are freaking awesome. You get 2 nice heads, which are pretty accurate. The one downside though is definitely like the suit. Like it looks great, but the one from the 2018 one, yeah, that suit's definitely better in my opinion. Because it's like more darker, and that's kind of how it was in the movie. And this is like, that looks like the exact same mold. I can guarantee it is. So when I get this guy, I'm probably just going to switch the bodies out. Because that would look so freaking badass. And yeah, and I actually liked the 2018 one. Like I'm probably one of the few people who actually likes that figure. But yeah, I mean, this is obviously an improvement. He's freaking awesome. And yeah, that's pretty much it for this tier list, guys, And overall, these figures aren't bad. This isn't like really a ranking on like these figures being bad. It's just how much I want them. Like I don't think I could say any of these figures are bad. None of them are even close to being bad. Like none of them are close to really even being mad. They are all great. Hasbro did a great job with these guys. But yeah, I don't know. Tell me down in the comments which figures you want, or make a tier list yourself because, yeah, it says this should be public. But yeah, that's pretty much it for this tier list. Let me know if there's any other things you want me to make tier lists about, or anything you want me to get my thoughts on in terms of like Marvel and figures and all that stuff. But that's pretty much going to be it for this video. Thank you all for watching. Have a great day. With all that said, Hobo525 out.